In this lesson, we're going to look at how to list actions. To list actions, we have to first make sure our verbs are placed into the plain past. We want the plain past version of the verb to be able to list our actions. If we remember from the plain past video how to change the verbs, I'll review how to change the verbs, but let's just look at the verbs I've chosen to use for this lesson. Mimasu, to watch. Shimasu, to do or play sports. Tabemasu, to eat. Nemasu, to sleep. And strong verbs for this lesson: tsukurimasu, to make. Kakimasu, to write. Hanashimasu, to speak. Kikimasu, to listen. Yomimasu, to read. And oyogimasu, to swim. Ikimasu is a verb that has a different way of changing, so we'll keep that separate. And that gives us our list of verbs we'll use this lesson. For weak verbs, we simply take off the mas and add ta. You can review this by watching the plain past video if you need to. Mimasu becomes mita, shimasu, shita, tabemasu, tabeta, nemasu, neta. Our strong verbs we have to change according to those rules we've used for te form and with plain past. Ending in ta. Tsukurimasu, tsukutta. Kakimasu, kaita. Hanashimasu, hanashita. Kikimasu, kiita. Yomimasu, yonda. Oyogimasu, oyoida. And asobimasu, asonda. And ikimasu becomes itta. So now that we've got these in the plain past, what we're going to do is we're going to add a ri to be able to list our actions in terms of I do 3 different things at a particular time. For example, if we start with 3 sentences, Puru de oyogimasu, I swim at the pool. Tennisu o shimasu, I play tennis. Asobimasu, I play. And somebody wants to put these 3 actions together to say, I do things like swim at the pool, play tennis, and play. We change the ending oyogimasu to oyoida. For tennisu o shimasu changes to tennisu o shita. And asobimasu becomes asonda. Then we're going to add ri to each of those verbs, and we get oyoidari, shitari, asondari. And as long as the sentence ends in shimasu, we've now listed our actions. Puru de oyoidari, tennisu o shitari, asondari shimasu. Giving the feeling that these are the 3 separate things that I do. They're not in order, they're not in chronological order, they're just 3 of the things that I might sometimes do. On an outing to a department store, we may say things like, Departo ni ikimasu, I go to the department store. Atarashii seita o kaimasu, I buy a new sweater or jumper. Restaurant de tabemasu. 3 things we might do. We change each of those verbs to the plain past, itta, katta, and tabeta. We add ri to those actions, ittari, kattari, tabetari, and then we finish the sentence with shimasu. And that gives us a concept of departo ni ittari, atarashii seita o kattari, restaurant de tabetari shimasu. So they're the things that I do. This expression is used a lot when we're asked questions like, Shumatsu ni nani o shimashita ka? What did you do on the weekend? Shumatsu. Shumatsu, literally meaning weekend. Shumatsu ni nani o shimashita ka? What did you do on the weekend? Our answer might include ケーキを作ります to make a cake. 電話で友達と話します to talk to our friends on the phone. Change those verbs into the plain past. Add り、ケーキを作ったり、電話で友達と話したり、and finish with しました because it's in the past tense. And that would mean I did things like made a cake, talked to my friends on the phone. Things that I did in no particular order, but that just gives the person who asked the question an idea of the sorts of things you did on the weekend. We might also be asked, 学校の後で after school 何をしますか? What do you do after school? Our 3 ideas, and you could have 4 if you wanted 4 ideas, but 3 ideas might be 宿題をします do my homework, 作文を書きます to write a composition, テキストを読みます to read the textbook. Maybe we're trying to give the teacher a good impression of us. 宿題をします would become 宿題をしたり。作文を書きます would become 作文を書いたり。テキストを読んだりします。After school, I do my homework, write compositions, and read the textbook, in whatever particular order I choose. Using the plain past, adding り and ending our sentence with します。